We have with us Jonty Rhodes. Jonty, first of all, the kind of Indian team they are playing, the fielding abilities. What do you want to say about this team's fielding ability? Because they are growing stand by stand, match by match. What do you want to say about their fielding abilities, especially in the likes of Hardik Pandya and Suresh Raina is not as they're part of the team, but the current bunch of guys.
Well, I think that the key to being a good fielder is obviously being fairly fit and being able to move really well. So speed around the field, agility, and that all comes from running. So I think the key aspect of what you see in the Indian lineup now is, obviously MS Dhoni is a captain. He was naturally fit and a very powerful and strong guy. Still one of the fastest runners between the wickets, even as a senior player in the team. But Virat Kohli, as a captain, has set the standard, and he's made it really tough. A guy like Virat Kohli wasn't selected for the tour. He didn't pass the yo-yo test. Suresh Raina was left out of the team. I'm a huge fan of Suresh Raina. I love watching him in the field. So the fact that your captain can set such high standards and keep them is really important, and I think you've seen the benefits, because no longer is it just one or two good fielders like a Mohammad Kaif or a Yuvraj Singh as a young player diving around. It's now the entire Indian team appreciating the fact that fielding, and not just in T20. You've seen in Test cricket people putting down catches or missing opportunities, and it costing the team very dearly. So there's a huge focus on fielding in every aspect, and the key element to that is your fitness. So important part.
Earlier, when you all have to used to say this, that Virat Kohli is the ultimate batsman of the modern day cricket. One question that raises is that he hadn't scored much runs in England, but now he had answered that question. So now you think that Virat Kohli in the current lot is the best batsman in the world modern day cricket, be it with the Kookaburra or the SG or the Dukes?
Yeah, it's tough. You got ICC rankings for a particular reason. It doesn't always tell you the whole story. Steve Smith's been out of the game now since Australia were touring South Africa, so difficult to compare. AB de Villiers is around the corner. I'm a big fan of AB de Villiers. ABD, you rock, brother. But yeah, Virat Kohli, the numbers speak for themselves, and unfairly, well, maybe not unfairly, criticised about touring England, because you kind of seen his technique. Can't fault it a great deal, but to the swinging ball, most guys are susceptible outside the off stump. So maybe there's real high expectation on the likes of a Virat Kohli to perform all the time. But with regards to being number one, currently he certainly is a player that you can't argue. He can play anywhere around the world. So looking forward to seeing him, how he plays against Australia towards the end of the year.
If we ask in all three formats, don't you consider him the number one batsman in the world? All three formats, consistency wise. Steve Smith is there in test matches, then one day, then T20s. Do you think he's...
Well, Virat Kohli, especially if he's chasing. He's the one guy that you don't want to be seen striding to the crease and batting, because he's going to finish a game off. He is that determined to do well, not just score 50s and 100s for his team in any situation, but to finish games off and win games for his side. So I think that's always an element. You compare the numbers, say from early on from a Sachin Tendulkar, and what I've seen now is the fact of Virat Kohli. He wins games for India the way that he bats in every format. So yeah, he can play.
Thank you. Very, very.